across the world, we learn from each other, about each other, with each other.
With this quarantine, I'm not going stir crazy because I also have this little fluff ball.
Just got a desk set up here with my laptop on a stand, a bit of paper on the side.
It was my first experience pitching to a real client.
In my mind, this is a fast track to these people being our industry leaders of the future.
Having studied and getting the knowledge here, and transferring it back to the community is just a way of saving people's lives, Saving people's lives doesn't mean that someone is going to die and you're saving it. No. Somebody might be in a very hard situation, but due to my knowledge, I can help him.
You are now a part of a graduate network that spans across the globe. Make sure you leverage it and connect with your fellow alumni.
When you're out in the industry, it doesn't matter what year you graduated. It doesn't matter how old you are. Because when it comes out to the industry and we're networking with each other, we can all have like-minded skills.
When it's a no-brainer and it's in your blood and it burns and it's what you know and it's what you love, and you wake up in the morning, you think about it, and you just have to do it at all costs. You do it. You're unstoppable at it.
I encourage you to keep persevering, don't give up, and have fun along the way. I did.
Please be seated. It is our great pleasure to welcome you today to today's graduation ceremony. My name is Greg Harper and I'm the Pro-Vice Chancellor of Business and Hospitality. I'm your MC for the day and I will be standing in for our Vice Chancellor, Professor Alvain Lowe, who is unable to join us due to the COVID restrictions in the various states, his home state of South Australia. And we are pleased that our ceremony has been able to go ahead despite those constraints. At Torrens University and Think Education, one of our key values is to be good and to do good. Doing good starts with respect and acknowledgement. On the lands where our campuses are based, teaching, learning and research have taken place for centuries, from time immemorial. These are traditional lands. Torrens University and Think Education are fuelled by our values to begin and end with people, be good, be bold and creative, be well and be global. But when we consider our values, we know we must acknowledge traditional custodians. We would like to acknowledge the First Nations peoples as the original inhabitants of and as traditional owners of the land on which this meeting is taking place today, the Meanjin people of Brisbane. We recognise the country north and south of the Brisbane River as the home of both the Turrbal and the Jagera nations. We pay deep respects to all elders past, present and future. This afternoon, the Australian National Anthem will be performed by an alumnus of Billy Blue College of Design at Torrens University, Australia. Please stand and welcome Nicole Kaminsky to sing the National Anthem.
Of beauty rich and rare, in history's page let every state and once Australia fair, in joyful strains and let us sing, advance Australia fair.
Thank you. Thank you. Please be seated. Thank you, Nicole. We're very proud of our Torrens University alumni community, and it's a pleasure to have you as a part of today's ceremony. It is my very great pleasure to welcome you to the 2021 Brisbane Health and Education graduation for Torrens University, Australia and Think Education. On behalf of both institutions, I declare open this congregation to confer degrees and award diplomas and certificates. I extend a particularly warm welcome to our graduates, families, friends, academics, our staff and invited guests. In particular, I'd also like to acknowledge the presence of Emeritus Professor Dennis Gibson, AO, member of Torrens University Board and Think Education. Graduates, today's ceremony is both a chance to celebrate and a moment to reflect. Your journey is now part of who you are. We're proud at Torrens University to stand with you on that journey. By graduating today, we acknowledge the hard work, the sacrifice, the personal dedication and drive it has taken to get you to this point. Congratulations, graduates. But we acknowledge the support that has helped you along the way. To all the family and friends with us today, and to those who could not be here in person, thank you. Thank you for all the encouragement you have offered, and in many cases for the sacrifice you have made in supporting our graduates. Our vision at Torrens University is we champion the power of people to connect the world for good. Our guest speaker today embodies that vision, particularly to connect the world for good. Jules Galloway is a naturopath and podcaster. She is also an alumna of Torrens University and Think Education's Southern School of Natural Therapies in Melbourne. The Southern School of Natural Therapies at Torrens University, Australia celebrates 60 years of operation this year, meaning we're not just Australia's newest university, but we're built on the shoulders of giants. Jules is part of that incredible legacy. We welcome her to graduation today. Jules.
A little bit of a relief to get that mask off, I must say. Whew. Wow, you all made it. I'm so excited to see all of you here today, and actually I'm a little bit emotional. I feel like I've come full circle. It's been 15 years since I was sitting where you all are, and I was all bright-eyed and optimistic about the future. I was keen to get started in the industry. I was chomping at the bit to help others, and more than a little bit apprehensive about what the future might hold. I want to begin by officially welcoming you into the arena as professionals. The world needs more helpers, more healers, practitioners, researchers and educators. Never has there been a more important time to serve others. I want to thank Torrens University for inviting me to speak here today. Since I graduated from the Southern School of Natural Therapies, now Torrens, in Melbourne, in 2006, this incredible establishment has gone from strength to strength, and I believe they offer the best springboard into our profession in Australia. Torrens has 5 core values. They are: begin and end with people, be good, be creative and bold, be global, and be well. And I'll be reflecting on these in today's speech, but not necessarily in order, because I'm not always known for doing things by the book. When I graduated as a naturopath in 2006, I was paralysed by one thought. What could I possibly offer to clients when I wasn't experienced as other naturopaths yet? How could I possibly make a difference when other practitioners were better at it than me? Wouldn't all my clients be better off seeing someone else? But I was looking at it all wrong. You see, I was only looking at experience, not at human connection. Looking just at our experience and intellectual know-how causes us to fall into a trap of waiting until we're more ready. We try and become more ready by doing more education, more research, more preparation. We need to get better marks, better results. Or maybe we need more followers, more likes, more page views before we feel worthy. But we're using our minds to judge this and not our hearts. What really makes a good practitioner? Yeah, you need to know anatomy and physiology. Yep, you definitely need to keep up with the latest in research. And you better hope you paid attention in biochemistry, because you're going to need that too. Anyone ever seen the methylation cycle? But there's a practitioner X factor that you cannot measure in an exam. You can't do an assignment on it, and you're not going to get marked on it. It's the thing that makes you, you, and you can't study for it. Torrens' core value: begin and end with people. Maybe it's your compassion. Maybe it's your ability not to judge others when they make poor food and lifestyle choices. And oh boy, are you going to come across people who make poor food and lifestyle choices. Maybe it's your ability to explain in simple terms the science behind what we do. Maybe it's your mad meal planning skills or your beautiful traditional family recipes. Hi to all the families who are watching this today. Maybe it's your experience as a mum that allows you to confidently and clearly talk to other mums. Maybe it's your ability to bring people together as a community. Or maybe it's your own inspiring health story. The story about how you cared for a friend or a family member, an experience that made you passionate about studying health. These are the stories that allow others to be drawn to you and will help them resonate with you. So, let me tell you my story. Torrens' core value: be well. I grew up in the 1980s as a very troubled kid. Home life was really tough. After a decade of abuse from my parents, I became homeless at 16. I was lacking in stability and support. Job options were very limited for someone like me. So I became a dancer in strip clubs. Fun fact. And later, a showgirl. I was actually really good at it. I even won awards and got flown all over Australia to perform. In my spare time, I was a rave party DJ. Crappy food, partying, no sleep, you name it, I did it. But it took its effect on my mind and my body, and I ended up with depression, anxiety, and all kinds of health issues. Then one day, after a party, I got so sick that the epiphany came. Cue, a complete health 180. I discovered diet, herbs, supplements, and yoga. I wanted so much to help others to turn their health around too, that I went back to college to become a naturopath. Woo! In 2008, I landed a corporate naturopathy job, the bee's knees of jobs. Long hours and a lot of pressure. I was taking loads of herbs and supplements, so I thought I was totally healthy. But I was living on takeaway food and my stress hormones were through the roof. I burned out in spectacular fashion. So I did what any good burnt out naturopath would do. I moved to Byron Bay to recover. Of course. This time it was not just about taking pills and potions, but it was about healthy food, fitness, meditation, and a slower lifestyle. I slowly but surely felt better. Fancy that. And then I realised I needed to teach this to other women who were also facing burnout, because these were my people. And so I started to tell my story. Torrens' core value, be creative and bold. I started blogging, then podcasting, then public speaking. I created ebooks, webinars, and e-courses. The more I revealed of my own story, the more people booked in. Clients were like, when I saw your social media post, it was so perfect for where I am right now. It was spooky. This way of doing business comes with a warning though. Don't share your story if you're still triggered by it, because you need to do the work first. Then you can be in a space to help others. So I was meeting my clients where they were at and saying, I've been there, I'll walk with you through this, I know the way out, here, let me show you. Did they want someone with more qualifications? Did they ever ask me what marks I got in anatomy and physiology, nutrition or biochem? Actually, thank God no one asked to see my biochem marks. Did they simply want to work with someone that they trusted, who got them, who really got them? Yes. Never underestimate the gifts that you can bring to your profession, and never underestimate the impact you can have. But you need to be courageous to get it out there. Torrens' core value, be global. There's so much more to going global than having a website, social media accounts, a YouTube channel, or a podcast. I was also one of the first practitioners doing online consultations. When others said it couldn't be done, that it shouldn't be done, I was finding a way to do it. I saw clients on Skype, these days of course it's Zoom. I picked up clients in far-reaching places that didn't have access to prackies like us. Katherine, Northern Territory, Exmouth, WA, Norfolk Island, Outback Queensland, mining camps, Bali. You name it, I've got clients there. Don't let borders stop you, because many of them are just an illusion. There are other ways to be global too. You can also reach out to help those less fortunate than you all around the world. Torrens' core value, be good, or do good. Prior to COVID, I was in the role of South Pacific Nutrition Coordinator for Involvement Volunteers International, or IVI. We took groups of volunteers to Fiji and Vanuatu and created a diabetes prevention and education program. We have brought together doctors, nurses, dietitians, nutritionists and naturopaths. Fancy that, the naturopaths working alongside the dietitians. Yes, it can happen. Together we've done health checks on thousands of people and educated communities on the benefits of reducing sugar and soft drink. The possibilities are endless for what you can achieve. Don't let old thinking and old models of practice limit you on where you want to take your qualifications. Now more than ever, we need to push the frontiers and be innovative so that we can spread our messages far and wide. But before I finish, I'm going to pop a sixth core value in here. Sorry, Torrens, I thought it could maybe use a little improvement. Be collaborative. We are stronger in this profession when we stick together, when we support each other, and when we have each other's backs. The moment in my life when I started to see other practitioners as a source of collaboration rather than competition, it opened up a whole world of abundance for me. I no longer saw us as clawing our way over the top of each other to get noticed. We were all fighting the good fight together. Your success is my success, and vice versa. So, after graduation, seek out and connect with each other. Be there for each other. Collaborate with each other. Celebrate your fellow pracky's success as if it were your own. Become a force for good, together, as a united front. It will make our professions stronger and will force the world to take us seriously. It gives us a seat at the table. So, as you put your professional pants on and make your way out into the world, remember, be brave and tell your story. Connect with your community on a human level. Support and encourage your fellow practitioners. And above all else, be authentically, unapologetically you. Please don't hide away because of a fear of putting yourself out there. Your future clients and community need that special something that only you can offer. Congratulations, and once again, welcome to the fold. May you flourish in your career for years to come. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Jules. That was for sharing your story, and so authentically. We're proud to have you as a member of our alumni. I will now call upon Emeritus Professor Dennis Gibson, AO, Board Member of Torrens University, Australia, to confer the awards.
By virtue of the authority vested in me by the governing boards of Torrens University, Australia and Think Education, I shall confer certain degrees. I certify that the candidates present and those in absentia have fulfilled the conditions prescribed for admission to certain degrees and are entitled to be admitted to the rank, privileges and responsibilities of these degrees. Well done. Thank you.
My sincere thanks, Emeritus Professor Dennis Gibson. Good afternoon. My name is Carmen Perkins, and I'm the Head of Product Operations and Project Management at Torrens University. And until recently, I was Program Leader within the Health and Education vertical. I'm very proud of the graduands today. My job is to present each candidate for admission to our Pro Vice Chancellor, Dr. Greg Harper. I now present each candidate for admission. I would like to present the higher education graduates of Torrens University Australia Education Faculty. Graduate Certificate in Learning and Teaching, Danielle Bridget Payne. Graduate Certificate of Education, Innovation and Change, Sky Ahmed. Master of Education, Reading and Literacy, Jocelyn McCallum. Master of Education, Reading and Literacy, Kim Hall. Doctor of Philosophy, Carol Eschliman. Dr. Eschliman is graduating in absentia, however we want to recognise her work. Title of research, Blended Teaching Practice. Hyperbole, Heuristics and Holding Patterns. Supervisors, Professor Michael Grimley and Professor Tim Moss. Abstract, the primary objective of this thesis was to explore the challenges faced by educators as they struggle to integrate new technologies into their teaching. The study considered both barriers and enablers to blended teaching practice and explored the ways in which educators navigate the complexities of their blended learning and teaching environment. The role played by academic developers in upskilling educators in technology, as well as the impact of professional development on the effectiveness of blending teaching practice, was also investigated. The thesis adopted a mixed method approach and made substantial contributions to teaching practices. Absentia. I would like to present the vocational graduates of Think Education Health Faculty. Diploma of Nursing, Akanshia Basnet. Ashma Shrestha. Abby Hunia. Abek Mejak Meya. Abok Ashin. Agnes Deepa Matthews. Angela Battere. Ashish Panther. Benita Kai Hamill. Brittany Elizabeth Jane Orwell. Christine Joy Nicholson. Francois Kattenbai. Aisha Renee Aloms. Shamlik Arithi. Layla May Menha Saliji. Leonie Gay Garland. Maria Ann Matthews. Martine Boyce. Mary Abla Ajiku. Natalie Margaret Murray. Navneet Kaur. Naresh Sikandar. Ozioma Christiana Onwiki. Parvinder Kaur. Rawika Mukia. Romina Vanessa. Rosalind Collins. Ruth Owingabui. Sandeep Kaur. Sarah Hera Panapa. Sonia. Sonia. Shania Kapali. Sue Gillan Cabalas. Vivian Costin Butler. I would like to present the Higher Education graduates of Think Education Health Faculty, Diploma of Health Science. Amran Lynn Julie Lloyd. Kirsten Cargill. Pamela Sarkar. Megan Keating. Zara Terana. Bachelor of Applied Social Science Community Services, Shannon Embry. Bachelor of Applied Social Science Counselling, Lawrence Adam Wright. Bachelor of Health Science Naturopathy, Amanda Prosper. Carissa Ann McAllister. Saina Taimania Kawana. Grace Cardona. Jacqueline Morris. Megan Pearce. Natasha Angela Botwright. Reiko Fujuki Sterling. Shannon Gates. Bachelor of Health Science Nutritional Medicine, Adriana Heidi Wales. Anne Vasher. Francesca Vetteruzzo. Karen Bryant. Vesna Jurovic. Bachelor of Health Science, Western Herbal Medicine, Cassandra Ann Snape. I would like to present the Higher Education graduates of Torrens University Australia Health Faculty, Diploma of Beauty and Spa Practice, Anna Liza Corpus-Sazen. Ashley Liesel Tyndall. Emily Pomeroy. Erica Macy Kelly Mello. Isabella Luna Wake. Caitlin Ellen McLaughlin. Lily Frances Keeley. Tana Veronica Genevieve Pitchford Mackey. Tioranga Tai Rekina. Diploma of Health Science, Charlotte Fitzgerald. Luke Jeremy Thomas. Monique Agnes Garvey. Susanna Saliba. Diploma of Nutrition, Rebecca Amanda Stevenson. Tara McGrath. Diploma of Sport Development Elite, Callum Lachlan McDonald Spry. Bachelor of Applied Public Health, Bridget Charter. Rebecca Catherine Allison Davis. Bachelor of Health Sciences, Aesthetic, Charlotte Clark. Jenna Roberts. Kate Elizabeth Raimondi. Kit Louise Mosler. Steffi Tiffany Janine Shome. Sybil Irvin. Bachelor of Nutrition, Donna Marie Leslie. Master of Public Health, Dabinder Singh. Adele Queen Shebet Koskai. Ima Amori. Master of Public Health Advanced, Arashdeep Kumari. Asmita Basnet. Bandana Kumari Mandal. Binju Yogi. Damilola Elizabeth Aikenley. Deepa Devkota. Deepa Devkota. Denny John Joshi. Faram Chowdhury. Farista Rana Magar. Gaganjot Kaur. Grace Wathira Nagari. Hamandeep Singh Panu. Jagjit Kaur. Jennifer Amalashukwu Umuji. Kalyani Loan Tamang. Kashum Buddha. Kusam Gajorao. Linu Joseph. Liz Maria Thankashan. Luna Bania. Mahit Joshi. Maida Cruz Santos. Mandira Hamagan. Manika Mahajan. Mashinda Kaur. Manpreet Kaur. Mira Thompson. Muhammad Yasser Komban. Navneet Kaur. Didi Ekiocha. Niranjan Kaki. Nimala Timasina. Nimalja Kaur. Nisha Dulao. Path Rajendrabhai Patel. Pooja KC. Prabhjot Kumavi. Prabina Pandey. Preeta Ebenetta. Pooja Bhattarai. Rushana
Kaki. Rajandeep Kaur. Rashbir Kaur. Rashbir Kaur Bansal. Rashbir Kaur. Ramandeep Kaur Gill. Rashma Gorang. Sabita Gimar. Sai Sanjana Ganta. Sailesh Gamiri. Sajana Sapkota Amge. Samira Mohan. Sangeeta Yaka. Sijal Odea. Sharul Jacob. Shiva Hari Timosina. Shrinkala Basne Daho. Suma Adhikari. Sunishna Shrestha. Supreet Kaur. Upsana Raghuveer Patel. Yumi Saito. These two. Okay, that one there and that one there. Okay. Ian Carpenter.
Sivagami Vanirkulam Devkota. Congratulations to all of our health and education graduates and those graduating in absentia today. Ladies and gentlemen, can I please ask you to be upstanding and join with me on congratulating our class of 2021. Please be seated. Graduates, it is important to recognise that partly the reason you are graduating today is because of the wonderful love, support, teaching, mentoring and dedication provided to you by your family, friends, your teachers and our professional friendly staff. I would like to now ask you to stand up and say thank you through giving them a big round of applause. Please be seated. I welcome back Dr. Greg Harper and Emeritus Professor Dennis Gibson to present the Torrens University and Think Education Awards.
Due to COVID, we've had a couple of late withdrawals today. Both of our Excellence Awards have been withdrawn, both the academic ones. But I'll give you a little bit of their background. The Excellence Award for Vocational Education is presented to Darcy Higgins from the Diploma of Nursing. Darcy completed study against all odds. With a history of brain injury, Darcy actively sought out support from our services with excellent results. Darcy has been highly regarded by staff and students on campus and on placement, and we're proud to say Darcy received job offers immediately after completion of placement. The second Excellence Award is the Postgraduate Award. Anne Blakeney completed her Graduate Certificate of Education, Innovation and Change in 2020 and the Master of Education in 2021. Anne demonstrated outstanding commitment to learning during her engagement in the teacher community of practice, regularly contributing to weekly online community discussions and sharing her own ideas. Anne was an attentive, curious and hard-working student who achieved high distinctions in her studies and was also eager to participate in group learning activities such as coaching and workshops. Please congratulate Anne. I'd like to invite Mr. Peter Berryman, ATMS President, to the stage to present the next award. If you just go to the centre there, thanks. This is the Excellence Award for Undergraduate Study, and it goes to Grace Cardona. Grace, would you please join Mr. Berryman on stage for your award? ATMS is proud to offer you the complimentary accredited membership for your first year as a member of ATMS and complimentary attendance to the Transition Practice webinar series. Grace has been one of Brisbane's finest Bachelor of Science naturopathy students. She is intelligent, inquisitive, and has been very committed to her studies. She is highly regarded by her teachers, especially in the clinic. Her strong communication skills, coupled with her passion for naturopathy, will serve her well in her career. Well done. Please, another round of applause for our award winners. I'd like to welcome back Sivagami Vanayalakulam to give the graduate address. Sivagami, here she is.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm so nervous. I'll try not to speak in gibberish. Thank you so much for this opportunity. It's an honor to speak behalf of the classmates and batchmates from Masters of Public Health Advanced. I acknowledge Professor Emeritus Dennis Gibson, Dr. Greg Harper, and other esteemed guests. Let me introduce myself. I'm Dr. Sivagami Vaniyakulam. I'm from Sri Lanka. Almost all of us came to Australia about 2 to 3 years ago. We all started from the scratch. Whereas back home, we were doctors, nurses, physiotherapists, and pharmacists. But as students here for living, we did work in the kitchen, cleaning, constructions, so many other forms of physical work, which we were never used to do it before. Most of us came across various struggles, physically, mentally, and emotionally. But we all made it today. We all did it. I'm proud of each of us and the effort and the dedication and the determination we carried through this journey. During the time of the studies in Torrens University, the staff members and the administration staff were looking after each and every student with care and compassion. Thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. Furthermore, I would like to thank those who helped us throughout this successful journey. Firstly, our lecturers, Dr. Melinda, Dr. Joe, Dr. Munim, Dr. Muhammad Qadir, Dr. Praveena, Dr. Christina, Dr. Arzu, and Dr. Magi. Thank you so much. And my special thanks to my family. I would like to mention their names, Amma, Appa, Anna, Akka, Tikshana, and two of my best friends, they are here. Bandana, somewhere here, and Thea Samaras. A while ago, I was talking to my mother and said, "Mom, life is getting difficult because I have to work and I have to study." There were sleepless nights. So it was on the phone, and my mom, she smiled. She's a strong lady. I was expecting she would say, "It's okay, darling, the life will get better." Instead, she smiled and she said, "Hang in there, girl. Every dog has its own day." I know this is funny, but I would call this called as power of hope. I would remember every single time when I'm down and when I need support. To give a bit of background of me, since I'm a Sri Lankan, I grew up in the civil war of 30 years of time in my life. During those times, I promised myself, I will never stop learning. I will never stop studying. The reason for this for this is, me and my family, we constantly kept moving just to keep ourselves alive. We kept moving, but we couldn't carry anything with us. There were no materialistic thing that we could carry with us. The only thing we were able to take it with us every single time, my parents' education, knowledge, and of course their certificates. We started all over again and again. The only thing kept us alive is my parents' education. That was the inspiration that I thought I would keep learning. In addition, family is the first place you build your inner strength, gender equality, constructive thought process, and empowerment. The only message I would like to state here: educate your children, spend money on their education, not on their weddings or luxury things. Provide them with solid foundation of education for their betterment of life ahead. Thereafter, they will build their dream and the life the way they want. Keep rising. Wish you all good luck with your future endeavors and your life. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Sivagami. That's for sharing your story, and we look forward to you being an active member of our alumni in the future. To all our graduates, we are all extraordinarily proud of you. You are the ambassadors of the institution. As your careers will no doubt take you to all parts of Australia and indeed the world, know that Torrens University Australia and Think Education will remain a big part of your network. We will continue to support and barrack for you. We also hope very much that you will stay in touch with each other and with us through the Student Alumni Association. A special thank you to our guest speakers today, the academic guests also sharing this special day with you. We look forward to celebrating with you. Well, actually, there won't be celebration after this afternoon because of the COVID situation, so I would encourage you to go and celebrate with your family and friends. Unfortunately, we can't join you this afternoon because of the time constraint. So that's it for today's proceedings. Thank you for coming. Would you please be upstanding while the academic procession and the graduates depart the arena. Thank you.
Please be upstanding for the academic progression to be followed by our graduates. We ask that you remain standing until the progression and graduates have left the hall. A reminder, Queensland Health has declared that as of 6 p.m. today, this area and South East Queensland are in lockdown. Please leave the convention centre quietly and safely.